The rain came down relentlessly. 6 inches in some areas. Rivers swelled, transforming from peaceful waterways into raging torrents. Homes disappeared beneath the rising tide. Kentucky, a state known for its rolling hills and bluegrass beauty, was facing a nightmare. Another deadly flood. This wasn't just a natural disaster, it was a catastrophe that touched the lives of thousands. The numbers are staggering. Over 1,000 people rescued from the floodwaters. Countless homes damaged, many beyond repair. The floods of 2025 will forever be etched in Kentucky's history. This is a story of survival, of resilience, and of the unbreakable spirit of a community tested by tragedy. It's a story that needs to be told. The floodwaters rose with terrifying speed. What started as a steady rain quickly escalated into a deluge. Rivers and creeks overflowed their banks, spilling into homes and businesses. Roads became impassable rivers, cutting off entire communities. Families scrambled to higher ground, many forced to leave behind their belongings, their memories, and their livelihoods. The panic was palpable. Emergency lines were flooded with calls for help. First responders worked tirelessly, battling the elements and the clock to reach those stranded by the rising waters. The situation was dire. The floodwaters were relentless, and the threat to life and property was immense. Kentucky was in a state of emergency. Amidst the chaos and destruction, stories of incredible bravery and resilience emerged. Neighbors helping neighbors, showing the true spirit of community. Strangers risking their lives to save others, often without a second thought. The human spirit, tested by adversity, shone through brightly, illuminating the darkest of times. One resident, Sarah, recounted her harrowing escape, her eyes filled with tears. The water was rising so fast, she said, her voice trembling with fear and disbelief. We barely had time to grab our children and get to the roof, she continued. We were trapped there for hours, watching helplessly as the water swallowed everything we owned, feeling utterly powerless. Another resident, Mark, spoke of the kindness of strangers, his voice filled with gratitude. A group of volunteers in a boat saw us waving from our attic window, he shared, their faces a beacon of hope. They risked their own safety to come and get us, navigating through treacherous waters. I don't know what we would have done without them, he said, his voice breaking with emotion. These are just a few of the countless stories of courage and compassion that emerged from the floodwaters, reminding us of the strength of the human spirit. Hope amidst the wreckage, acts of courage and compassion. As the floodwaters receded, the true extent of the devastation became horrifyingly clear. Entire neighborhoods were submerged, and the damage was beyond what anyone could have imagined. Homes were reduced to rubble. Businesses were destroyed. The livelihoods of countless families were washed away in an instant. The landscape was scarred, a stark reminder of the unforgiving power of nature. Fields that once flourished were now buried under layers of mud and debris. But amidst the wreckage, there was hope. The human spirit shone brightly in the darkest of times. Communities rallied together, offering support and solace to those who had lost everything. Neighbors became lifelines, providing not just physical aid but emotional strength. Volunteers poured in from across the state and beyond, bringing food, water, clothing, and a helping hand. Their selfless acts were a beacon of hope. Donations flooded in from across the country, a testament to the spirit of generosity that often emerges in times of crisis. Every contribution, big or small, made a difference. The road to recovery would be long and arduous, but the people of Kentucky were determined to rebuild their lives and their communities. Their resilience and unity would pave the way for a brighter future. Rebuilding the bluegrass state, a long road ahead. The Kentucky floods are a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature, showing us just how vulnerable our communities can be in the face of such overwhelming forces, and the importance of preparedness. It is crucial for every household to have a plan and the necessary supplies to weather such storms. As the state begins the long and difficult process of rebuilding, it is essential to learn from this tragedy, ensuring that future generations are better protected, and take steps to mitigate the impact of future disasters. Investing in infrastructure and community education can make a significant difference. The economic impact on this vital American state cannot be understated. Kentucky's famed bourbon industry, its agricultural heartland, and its tourism sector have all been dealt a heavy blow. The loss of revenue and jobs will be felt for years to come. The road to recovery will be long and challenging, filled with obstacles and setbacks, requiring sustained effort and investment. It will take the combined efforts of government, businesses, and citizens to rebuild. But Kentucky is a state with a rich history of resilience, a place where people come together in times of need and a strong sense of community. The bonds formed in these challenging times will only strengthen the state. The people of Kentucky have faced adversity before, from natural disasters to economic hardships, and they have always emerged stronger. Their spirit and determination are truly inspiring. The floods of 2025 may have brought devastation, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake, but they have also revealed the indomitable spirit of the human spirit, showcasing the best of humanity in the worst of times, and the power of unity in the face of tragedy. Together, the people of Kentucky will rebuild and rise again.